Why learning a new language sucks. Check it out. Hey guys, KOMK, KOMK. Thanks for checking it out. Learning a new language. Why does it suck? Sometimes learning a new language, it really can suck. I hate it. I'm learning a new language now. I'm learning Thai, and it's hard because after you put so much time into one new language, and then you go and start learning another language, you got to start all over. So one of the big things is you have to build new thick skin. That's right. You have to, because you're starting to use the language from day one, right? That's one of my 8 pillars of learning a new language, is that you have to start using it from day one. So from the first time of going out and speaking to Thai speakers here in Hong Kong, they're laughing at me. They don't understand what I'm saying. I think that I'm learning the word correctly, and then when I say it, they don't know what's going on. And you gotta build that thick skin. You gotta remind yourself that you are a beginner, and that people are gonna laugh at you. People are gonna say stuff. People are not gonna be able to understand what you're saying, and you gotta build on that. So you have to build thick skin, new thick skin. So another thing about why learning a new language sucks is that you want to say so much, right? You have this kind of like basic sentence structure. You have some question words. You have some I want this, do you have that? Something I talked about when you talk about the 5 must-learn sentences when learning Cantonese. You can check out that video. You have to use kind of a similar type thing. And so you got to learn these. You got these kind of little bit of like baby sentences and partial sentences, and you want to say so much. Somebody's saying something to you, and maybe you understand them a little bit, but you want to say more, but you got nothing. You're fiddling through your book nowadays. I'm doing a little bit on the phone, but I like having a paper dictionary, and I like being able to read the words right there in front of me and stuff like that. And so I want to say things. I got things to say, as you can tell. I got a lot to say, but I don't have the words. I don't have the vocabulary. I don't have the flow to really put it out there. So that part of it sucks. It makes you feel bad. You want to kind of jump into the conversation. I make sure I go to a couple Thai restaurants and stores and try to build up that relationship, and not let them know that they're giving me a free Thai lesson. But I want to say more, but I can't, and it sucks. Another reason why learning a new language sucks is that sometimes it feels like I can't remember anything. And it's not because I'm getting old, okay? It's that I have these words, but because I'm learning every day and I'm trying to use the compounding effect of bit by bit by bit, it's hard. It's hard to remember. And I'm going through my flashcards and I see the word, I can read it, but I don't know, because Thai is phonetic in how it's written. So you can quickly learn to read and write Thai. And so I'm reading a sentence, but I forgot what the word is. Like that main word, that vocabulary word, I'm all around the sentence, I'm all right, but that main word, I don't have it. I don't have it, and it feels it now. But I know I just learned it. I know that I had it yesterday. Where is it today? My memory is fading me. But it's not. It just takes time. It takes that constant. You got to keep going back at it every day. You got to look at it from another perspective, go around it. Like sometimes I'll go from the Thai to the English, right? So I'll read the Thai sentence and I'll translate it into English so that I see if I know it, and then I flip it, and then I'll look at the English word on the backside or the sentence, and then I'll flip it and see if I can remember how to say it in Thai. So you got to change it up, but sometimes it sucks because you're like, I know that word, I learned it, I wrote it 10 times, everything. The memory. Another reason why learning a new language sucks is you start to get self-doubt, right? You start to doubt yourself. You start to think, is this too hard for me to learn? I'm not going to be able to learn this. And there is some self-doubt. And a big part of that is just because, as with the other things mentioned, you're asking yourself, why can't I remember this? Why are people still laughing at me on the one sentence that I know that I think I can say really well? Why are they still kind of laughing at me? And maybe it's just my face, I don't know. But it's, you kind of start to get that self-doubt, and you think, what am I doing? Why am I learning this? I could be spending my time, doing something else or something like that. But, for me, I set the goal, and I want to accomplish that goal. I want to reach that goal, and it's going to take those waves that ebb and flow, peaks and valleys, whatever expression you want to use, where, I'm feeling great, ultra motivated and everything like that. And then there's going to be days where I'm kind of thinking, man, all right. And sometimes some of those days are good because it just means, okay, so instead of trying to do some 2-hour session of learning or something like that, let's just do 30 minutes, work through some stuff, and then we'll come back tomorrow, maybe when we're feeling better, or later that day or something like that. And but self-doubt is part of a learning process, right? Anything you're learning that's new and you're not good at it, there's going to be times you have self-doubt, and you have to get through those. But at times when you're going through it, it sucks. Okay, so the self-doubt, you got to kill it though. You got to kill it. And with that, the reasons why learning a new language sucks are what I just mentioned, right? You're having self-doubt. You're sometimes losing your motivation. You got to build thick skin. You feel like you're not improving. You're not remembering, the words and the sentences and how to read this and how to do that. People are laughing at you. You got all these things coming at you, but you got to keep going with it. You got to keep moving forward, and it's fun. Although those moments suck momentarily, overall, learning a new language is the most amazing thing that you can do, because next thing you know, you're saying all types of things. You're reading all types of things. Again, one of the things that I really like about Thai is because it's phonetic, and there's not a lot of characters or sounds that it makes in terms of reading and writing. You can remember them quickly, right? There's only I think 44 consonants, right, and then 26 vowels. So once you learn those, that's not a lot. It's and after learning to read and write a lot of